Ahmed, currently a student at Moringa.
Hey, I'm Owen, currently a student at Moringa.
Hi, I'm Nombu. I'm a Geospatial engineer and I'm also a student at Moringa. So today we have a video blog on the Geospatial industry. I shared with my friends about tech revolutions in the Geospatial industry.
Next, you're going to talk about the PlanetOS.
This was very confusing for me. Did any of you understand what it was about?
Okay, it was talking about geospatial sensors, something like that. It's about a circuit of maybe you can get data from sensors and it is incorporated or aggregated into one data. Yeah.
To add on that, actually, I love this topic. I don't know, probably it's because of the background I have in. I have a background in geospatial engineering, and one of the biggest challenges we have as an industry is having a fully fledged set of data that's at one place. You always have to liaise with a lot of public institutions. You have different data formats in SGV, shapefiles, and point data, and it's all very hard to match this data and the different coordinate systems around. It makes data for one location very difficult to relate it as into meaningful information that you can understand. So this is a very interesting very interesting startup that they've started there, and unfortunately or fortunately, it's a bit more on a specialized industry, but at the end of the day, when it opens up, like Google Maps, when it opened up to the public, they were able to understand it. So this was basically, to put it simply, it's a cloud data infrastructure platform that combines all the data of
I have a question for you. What are the challenges, like you said, about getting data? Like, for example, if they put all this data in one place, so they have to get all this data has to be public, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the data right now, like you talked about, all this other data, is it public, or where do you get that data from right now?
So some of the data is public, and there's a huge community of open source coming through. With the biggest proponent for that is QGIS. So what happens before, when early on in the industry, and still to a certain degree, this today our industries, we have public institutions that hold data, or private institutions that hold data. So as an organization, they're trying to leverage a platform where these people can maximize. They can still use the benefits of commercializing their data, but it's open now on one platform. And then another thing you were asking me about, the conflict of data. Geospatial data is in so many different formats and processing, and even acquisition. It's acquired differently. So it arises in conflicts on how you harmonize this data to something meaningful. Sometimes you collect it as point data, as an Excel, and other times you can collect it as a raster image from a satellite. So basically, compiling all this data and processing it in one platform allows you to be able to avoid the conflict and error margins that come with the different systems and the different data acquisition systems.
Okay, then.
It's a big data platform for geospatial data, which is where we're going, because a lot of our applications these days are location driven. We have Uber, we have Google Maps, we have navigation systems. So I think it will be useful.
People want to know where you are, basically.
Yeah, we don't, because before data was just in a whole tabular form, and if you want something just relevant to you, it's very hard to sift through it.
Yeah.
So,
and the last bit, Maptionary.
I like Maptionary.
I also liked it. Yeah.
Did you see the application?
I couldn't launch the demo, so.
Okay. So maybe you can just run us through simply what it's about.
So it's map-based questionnaire. So there was an example on the article where they said, for example, you're introducing something new to a neighborhood, and you're the architect, so you want to ask the locals there what's good and what's not good in the neighborhood, so you can get that information quickly instead of like getting like programmers and all that. Yeah.
What do you think of the benefits?
It gives you more information about a certain community or place, and
okay, so adding on everything they've said, and I absolutely love the application, the startup. It started by a lady called Anne Bruback. So it started as a survey application for urban and planning designs, and as we know, when it comes to public institutions, they always want to have an opinion from the citizens about anything, like whatever is happening, if they're doing a new water sewage system or if they're doing a new road. And it was very conflicting for them to do a survey just randomly without, instead of taking into account who is actually affected by the project. So that wants to know about the opinion of their products and services based on the location that they're deploying that survey. So it's a very targeted and effective way of finding out opinions about your services and products instead of just doing it out there.
So thank you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, we've covered the geo industry. Head to Geo Awesome. It's nice.
Yeah.
And
see you soon.
And like Moringa page.
Yep.